Okay, welcome back to the day 20 for the game development of this Galactic Greenhouse game, which is a beautiful, real small galactic game which places inside a greenhouse, and I wanted to continue where I left yesterday. Today I'm a little bit short on time. But the development is still a development, and the time that I spare is still a time I spare, and the improvement is at the end. It's an improvement. So let's just dive into where we left yesterday, and today I want to continue from this chapter 3 logic flow, where I said something about the fans, and let's see what I can do for the chapter 3. Okay, the thing I started with is not was not with the fans, but I got after I play along a little bit with the game. The playability for the game with the race zones is not really good, and I remembered that I had a note for making the plant race zones to be not walkable by the player, and this improvement has just made the game more naturally, make the game flow really nice, and this was a really good improvement for the game. And what I did over here is just go over to the now mesh surface and play with the slopes and play with the walkable areas. And right now the player cannot walk through the gray zones, and which is a kind of a good thing right now. It's a nice thing to have right now. And this right now I want to continue on development for the fun problem which I faced in the previous session. Okay, the thing that I did in here right now is that when the fan is loaded into the section, into this level, it throws a raycast from in front of the fan to to a distance about 20 units, and if any plant resource is there inside this area, the fan just updates its affected plant race zone or affected plant race zone inside this fan script. And as you can see that after the dialog is ended, I can just start and stop the fan without any problem. See, the temperatures are not changing in here because the temperature of the fan and the temperature of the plant race zone is fixed right now, but let me just fix it, and let's see with the results for this chapter 3. Okay, as a summary for today, I managed to implement the movements for the chapter 3, and I managed to implement this chapter 3 dialogue flow for the fun, because right now the player can continue and load the intro text for the chapter 3, and the fun can update the values for the growth zone. And when the player starts the fun, there is a small dialogue appears in front of the player for the fans, and this dialogue appears only once. Let's say the player stops the fan and restarts the fan. It does not appear again, and the player can can grab the pots and raise them and then place them over the drop zones, and the same for the next pots. And player right now cannot get over the growth zones. The thing that is missing right now for the chapter 3 is chapter 3 and section, and this thing is done. And let's start to work on chapter 4, different plans, and let's start to make some puzzles for the player. And for the next one is the chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6 will be with the same theme with the funds, and the player tries to place the pots and the player tries to raise the pots, and there will be an explanation for this. And for example, after 3 or 4 questions, and let's add that over here, chapter 4, 5, 6 should be only with funds, or make it 6 and 7 should be played with funds, and they should be puzzles. And for the chapter 8, from chapter 8 there will be an introduction to the conductive and insulation materials. And yes, that's it for today. And today was a short session, but it's a productive session. And I hope that this game will be ready to be played in about maybe 10 days. But we will see with the results what will be the end results. And thanks. That's all for today. See you later. Bye.